Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to start the power. It is defined as the measure of the rate at which work is being done, or the rate of doing work is called power. So power की definition इस तरह से है कि the measure at which work is being done or the rate of doing work is called power. So if delta W work is done in a time interval of delta T, then the average power during the interval delta T is defined as mathematically power average is equal to delta W over delta T. So if time interval is very small, in the limiting case, power can be mathematically written as limit delta T approaches to 0, delta W over delta T. So this is the mathematical expression and the definition of power. The unit of power is watt, because power is defined as W work over time. So वर्क का जो यूनिट है वो हमारे पास जूल है और टाइम का यूनिट हमारे पास सेकंड है. So watt is equal to 1 joule over 1 second, and 1 watt is also defined as 1 joule of work done in 1 second is equal to 1 watt. Okay, from the formula of the power, this is work over time. The unit of work is joule and the unit of time is second. So 1 joule over 1 second, this is equal to 1 watt. Okay. Next is power and the velocity. So let me have a body of mass m at which force F is being acted upon, and the body is moving with velocity v. So also by mathematical relation, power is equal to, under limiting conditions, delta W over delta T, and if a force acts on a body and displaces it through a displacement of delta D, the work can be written as delta W is equal to F dot delta D. This is by the definition of work. So the power will be equal to limit under limiting conditions delta T approaches to 0, F dot delta D over delta T. So also we know that delta D over delta T, this is the velocity, time rate of change of displacement. अगर delta T टाइम में delta D डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो रहा है तो हमारे पास delta D over delta T जो है वो हमारे पास velocity आ जाएगा. So hence we may write the power as F dot V, because in this expression delta D over delta T is equal to V, so power will be equal to F dot V. So this is the relation between force, power and velocity. The dot product of force and velocity is equal to the power. So power is also an example of the scalar product, because it is the dot or the scalar product of force and velocity. Force is a vector quantity, velocity is also a vector quantity, but power is a scalar quantity. So the dot product of force and velocity is equal to the power, and this is the relation between power and velocity. Also we know that kilowatt hour, a commercial unit of electrical energy, is known as kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour, kilo mean 10 raised to power 3, watt mean power, and hour mean time. So kilowatt hour is the unit of electrical energy, not the electrical power. The unit of electrical power is watt or kilowatt, but kilowatt hour is the commercial unit of electrical energy, and it is defined as the work done in 1 hour by an agency whose power is 1 kilowatt. एक ऐसा सोर्स जिसकी पावर हमारे पास 1 किलोवाट हो, वो 1 घंटे में जितना काम उसके थ्रू होगा, that will be equal to kilowatt hour. So mathematically 1 kilowatt hour is equal to kilo mean 1000 watt This is the watt, and 1 hour, in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So this is equal to 1 kilowatt an hour. Also we know that watt is equal to 1 joule over second. So second will be cancelled out and remaining will be 1000 multiplied by 3600. Second से cancel हो जाएगा because watt is equal to joule over second. Second से cancel, तो remaining is joule. And solving this we have 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joule. And 10 raised to power 6 is equal to mega. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 megajoule. So this is the expression between kilowatt hour and joule. And once again, kilowatt hour is not the unit of power, but it is the unit of a commercial unit of electrical energy. Okay, and 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 megajoule. So next is energy. The definition of energy. Energy is defined as the ability, the capacity of a body to do work. This is the definition of energy. The capacity of a body or the capacity to do work is known as the energy of that body. एक body कितना काम कर सकती है, that is actually is the measure of the energy. There are two types of, or the two forms of, basic forms of energy. One is the kinetic energy and the second is the potential energy. So first is kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is possessed by a body due to its motion. So the energy possessed by a body due to its motion, अगर एक body move कर रहा है, that is in the state of motion, तो उसके पास जो energy होगी by this motion, that is known as the kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy is the energy of a body due to its motion, and mathematically its relation is kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This is the relation of the kinetic energy, where m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity by which it is moving. So this is the mathematical expression for kinetic energy. Next is the potential energy. The potential energy is possessed by a body because of its position in a force field. किसी force field में, जिस तरह के gravitational field है और some other field, उस field में body की position की वजह से जो energy उसमें store होगी या वो जो body energy possess करेगा, that is the potential energy. So this is the definition of potential energy. The potential energy is possessed by a body because of its position in a force field. And the example of force field is the gravitational field. Okay. The potential energy due to gravitational field near the surface of the earth at height h is equal to mgh. This is the potential energy of a body in a gravitational field. This is mgh. This is called gravitational potential energy. Also the energy stored in a spring, when we extend or compress the string the energy stored, and that energy is known as the elastic potential energy. Okay, when we compress the spring, energy is stored, and that energy is known as elastic potential energy. So the energy possessed by a body due to its position in a force field is known as potential energy, and the potential energy in gravitational field is known as gravitational potential energy. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can easily ask. Thank you very much.